Nice piece. Where'd you get it?
Oh God, I don't know. I really don't know.
That's bad news for you then.
I'd tell you if I knew. I swear, please don't kill me.
Fine.
Morgenholt, you must be here for him. He's in the room just ahead. I think they're torturing him.
Torturing him? Thanks for the info.
No problem. I don't have any more
What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, hope you're all doing well. Today we're just going to be talking about Splinter Cell. So I went back and played some Chaos Theory for a little bit, and I just thought we would talk about the new Splinter Cell that's been announced. I know I'm kind of late to this, but I thought we would just talk about it and see what's going on. So if you did like this one, leave a like, be appreciated. A dislike if you didn't. If you want to stick around, you can subscribe. Yeah, let's get into it. So like I said, been playing some Chaos Theory, and I was just sort of thinking about, like, while I was playing it, the things that they really just got right with those games, man. Gaming really was different, like back in the sort of early 2000s, I want to say. There was a lot of different things, a lot of unique. I remember there being a lot of unique kind of games. There is good games out in recent times, but I remember a lot more in my childhood of playing a lot of games that were like very like different and very like unique. I feel like Splinter Cell was sort of the pinnacle to a certain extent of stealth games. Now a lot of people are probably going to get annoyed at me for saying that, because I know at the same time Metal Gear Solid was out around the same time, I believe, which also was an amazing game franchise that I need to go back to and play all through all of them. I feel like Splinter Cell was a bit different to those kind of games. It was a bit different to Hitman. I think I mentioned in that video that Hitman was more about hiding in plain sight. Metal Gear Solid was... I don't even know how you'd explain Metal Gear Solid, honestly. I mean, you could hide in a cardboard box from your enemies, so, you know, there you go, really. But Splinter Cell kind of went down the whole route, very similar to the Thief games. Now, I would assume, just from seeing how Splinter Cell is, that there is a pretty solid chance, I would say, that they took a lot of inspiration when they made those games. They took a lot of inspiration from those Thief games, because I think it was probably Thief that first had that whole mechanic of the light and dark system, and like the sound design and how it works, and like walking across certain surfaces emits a different sound and a different volume of that sound, and I feel like Splinter Cell saw that and was like, yeah, we should do that too, and it worked really well. It was cool in Splinter Cell. I always liked the fact that it wasn't as simple as you just crouch and then no one can hear your footsteps. Which I feel like it's almost a little too easy in current day stealth games, or games that have stealth mechanics at least. It's just you press crouch and then basically they can't hear anything. All of the enemies go deaf, apparently, which obviously isn't realistic. But it was cool in Splinter Cell because you could slow down your movement, and you really notice if you're even going just slightly too fast approaching an enemy, then they will just turn around and be like, oh yeah, seen you. Playing Chaos Theory again, I completely forgot like how challenging the game actually is to an extent. I played through this level on hard, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the whole movement and walking across different surfaces and stuff like that, it was a really massive thing, I think, with why Splinter Cell succeeded so well as probably the best spy game ever. I mean, I can't really think of any other spy game. Just to sort of move on real quick from Chaos Theory, I want to sort of talk about the new Splinter Cell. It's a remake of the first game. And now, judging from like the sort of last however long with gaming, I think people are a bit skeptical of Ubisoft, and I can't say I blame them. They truly mean what they've said in the press releases and the news and all of that stuff, then I'm hoping that it should be good. As long as they don't completely change it all and just ruin it, because, you know, we all saw what happened with the whole remastered version of the GTA trilogy, like San Andreas and Vice City and all that stuff. Like, that was awful. I was really quite excited for that game to come out. I was like, yeah, you know, like, I never really played them all that much growing up, so it would be cool to experience that. And then it came out and I just avoided it like the plague. I don't expect that I'll be going to that game anytime soon. So hopefully that doesn't happen with Splinter Cell. It sounds pretty promising, but I'm trying to not get too hyped for it. I'll just read a few things here that I think sounds good. So it's being built on Ubisoft's Snowdrop engine, which is being used for the newest Star Wars game that's releasing, and also the Avatar game that's coming out. And also, I believe Snowdrop was the engine that was used for The Division. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the right engine. So obviously the engine looks pretty good. They've got like very good graphics, nice reflections, all that good stuff. So this game should look really good. I think Snowdrop runs fairly well as well. I mean, it's all based on how well they optimize it and stuff. The thing is with this is it's a literal remake. I think people get confused sometimes because you have remasters and you have remakes, and if it's a remaster, then you're enhancing what's already there and making it look visually appealing and updating the resolution, stuff like that. It says on this next point here as well that it's being built from the ground up, so they're literally building the game again. So it says Splinter Cell Remake is being built from the ground up with visual and design updates, but West also confirmed, contrary to rumour, that the remake will not feature an open world, which is good news because the first Splinter Cell, or actually any of the Splinter Cells, I mean, I don't know if you'd class Blacklist as an open world. It's not really. You could go to various different locations and stuff like that. It had a lot of open areas, and all of the Splinter Cell games had quite a lot of open-ended levels, a bit like Hitman, but they were never open world. And if I'm being honest, in my opinion, I don't think Splinter Cell would work in an open world setting anyway, so I'm happy that they're not doing that. So it says, so as we're building it from the ground up, we're going to update it visually as well as some design elements to match player comfort and expectations. And we are going to keep it linear like the original games, not make it open world. So it sounds like that, like they're wanting to give the fans what they want, because no fan wants them to remake Splinter Cell if they're just going to butcher it, throw in an open world, loads of cosmetics and microtransactions, right? I mean, they'll probably try and add microtransactions and loads of cosmetic bullshit anyway, but it seems like from what they said, if this is genuine, it seems like the developers want to give us what we want, basically. Also, on top of that, what everyone should like, this isn't confirmed, but it says that there is a solid chance, hopefully, that Michael Ironside will be the voice of Fisher for this latest game, but it hasn't been confirmed, but there's speculation because he was in Ghost Recon as of 2020. So hopefully, I mean, he is literally the iconic voice of the series, a bit like Snake. You know, David Hayter, he was a brilliant voice for Snake, but like, I don't know if this is controversial, I actually didn't mind Kiefer Sutherland as the voice for Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5. I actually thought, you know, maybe it was because Snake doesn't talk that much in that game, I don't know. So I'm hoping that when they say remake, I'm hoping that they don't just scrap loads of stuff that the original did well. It's pretty popular opinion that Chaos Theory was the best game. So if anything, I would like that if they take all of the stuff that worked really extremely well in Chaos Theory, from like the level design and all of that. If they just took good elements from all of those original games and didn't change stuff, I think this could turn out to be something special. If they change how the stealth mechanics work, like the light and dark, the sound design of walking on certain like carpets and floor and glass and things like that, and change how all of that works, and then it just becomes again like an easy stealth game where you press crouch and everyone's deaf apparently. I'm looking forward to it regardless. I'm looking forward to hearing more news and stuff like that. I think we've got quite a while to wait. It's not even confirmed, you know, there isn't a date yet, so we're probably looking, I would estimate, I would probably say next year. Like, it's gotta be. But I thought I'll talk about it because why not? I randomly just wanted to play a bit of Chaos Theory. If you do want to see any more videos on any of the Splinter Cell games, I'll be happy to oblige. Anyway, that's going to wrap things up. If you do want to see any Splinter Cell related videos in the future, then hit that like, dislike if you didn't like this one, and subscribe if you fancy sticking around. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.